Welcome to 2022. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's actually hope that it actually is a better one, because to be honest, we all deserve a better year than 2021 and 2020. So fingers crossed we could just move on forward with no lockdowns, no restrictions, no face masks, no nothing, and just try and live a normal life, which is kind of rubbish. So here in my house, I've got no COVID, no shed, although technically I am still sleeping in the shed. For hopefully not for much longer. What we're going to do later in January is probably have a Christmas, a family Christmas, because we really want one, because Christmas was basically cancelled and quite boring and lonely. But no, we're going to pick it up. 2022 is going to be different. Move forward, new ventures, new challenges, new stuff, hopefully. So how it's going to start is basically, got no work yet. No work till possibly next week. Not actually worked now since about the 15th of December. But I do feel better enough to actually try and crack on with working. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is now carry on up there, try and get this bedroom finished off more, because Emma literally is chomping at the bit to get stuff done. She's bought curtains, curtain poles, tie backs, paint, ordered wallpaper, and she was looking at some weird funky lamps last night on the internet. So I kind of bailed out, went to the shed and looked at funky lamps myself. There are some very funny lamps. So what I'm going to do is I've got a few issues that I need to deal with my two fledgling finches in the aviary. I'll look at them later, but I need to go now and start sanding. So I'll take you up there and show you exactly what stage we're at. I've done a little bit yesterday, not a lot, just a little bit. But yeah, let's go now. Come on. It's a bit messy in here, in all honesty, and it just feels a little bit neglected, which has been 2 weeks without doing nothing until yesterday when I actually finally thought, yes, do something. So managed to get like the rest of the plasterboard up, apart from one bit. We're one bit short, so we have to try and get that today and get that up. So I've actually done all the filling, because if you remember, this is going to be a feature wall along with that bit over there as well, but that's where the wardrobe is going. And then obviously the ceiling, we're not going to skim it, because obviously being a timber building with the shrinking and expansion and stuff, I'm not sure how exactly it's going to work with plastering it. So I'm filling it and then maybe lining paper it and then paint it and just do the cheap option first, see what happens. But the important job today is to get all the stuff that I filled yesterday, is to get it all sanded off, because that's going to be messy and noisy. And then we're going to take the plates, hopefully off the windows. Emma started, like, we tested there it is, over there. Tested, like, the new duck egg, because apparently, I don't know, the paint's just stupid. It really is stupid names. But this one's new duck egg, not old duck egg. So it's newer and lighter. I don't know, anyway. So we're going to paint. We weren't going to paint, we was going to sand all this and have it natural, but we decided to paint it. So we're going to have the windows are going to be like white surrounded. What surrounds, same as this door over here, and then the actual logs themselves are going to be new duck egg. That's going to be a feature wallpaper wall, and then hopefully just a plain white ceiling. We'll see how it goes. But yes, yeah, lots to do. So I'm now going to crack on and do something, because that's the whole reason I'm in here, and I've done nothing at all. Rubbish job, that is. Absolute rubbish. Hate it. Was going to wear a mask and goggles, but just can't see anything. So what I do now is open the windows and obviously the other door, and then I'm going to dustpan brush the walls down to make sure I haven't missed any bits. And once I've done that, I'm going to give the walls a good hoover, the floor a good hoover and sweep, get it all cleared out nicely, and hopefully start doing some painting. Right, all tidied and brushed and hoovered. So we're all good to go in a nice, almost workable environment. So what I've just done is I've been round and put the window plates on the outside because we hadn't done that yet. Luckily I remembered, because if I hadn't done that and then took these window plates off to get them out of the way in order to do the new duck egg painting to make it a lot easier, then the windows could have just fell down the garden. So I didn't remember, I've done that, so I'm going to take these off, start doing some duck egg painting. With a roller, not a brush. Almost back to normality this morning. The kids have gone back to school. Woo! Well, not all of them, only the two youngest girls, which, to be honest, is the most important two for Emma and I to crack on and get things done without them under your feet. The other three need to get up and get sorted because they have to do stuff before they're allowed to go back to school, like COVID tests and stuff. So anyway, right, I've got up, took the kids to school, come back, 9 o'clock on the dot, in here, carry on painting. I had a little duck egg-a-thon last night painting. I think it looks pretty good. Then Emma told me that she preferred one called Caribbean Dream or something. I said, well, why didn't you get that one? She said, because you mentioned duck egg. So she got duck egg. Well, I don't think there'll be much different. So I've done 2 coats and it's gone on pretty well all the way around, to be honest. Not bad. I took, obviously, the plates off, which I left that one up there because I couldn't get some screws off. And I've just second coated the door plates, the window plates, or architraves, whatever you want to call them. Then they're going to go up, so then I can fill in the screw holes and then just give them a final lick over. So that then will set it off pretty well, I think. So I might actually give it a second coat. I've got a few areas, like one down here, where it's not going over too well. So I kind of left it, thought, no, don't keep going over it because you keep pulling the paint off. So yeah, I'm going to crack on in here. I've got a couple of things to talk about in the aviary, but I'll save that for later. But whilst the girls are at school, I just want to get on with painting. We're going to wallpaper the ceiling with like an embossed wallpaper and paint it because, like I said, there's little discrepancies and I don't think even lining paper might not cover it. And then hopefully, because I didn't get it yesterday, get the final board to get that bit done, and then should, fingers crossed today, be able to get the laminate floor down because it's just sitting there getting dusty. So yeah, let's do this. Come on, man. I seriously need to seek a barber's professional help. Yep, long overdue. Right, I've gone over the blue again because I went around the plug sockets. I've got to go around them again. I've still got it on the sockets because I'm useless at cutting in. I don't like painting at all. But I find that a baby wipe and a screwdriver or a fingernail, that soon comes off, so not a problem. So as soon as I had the excess paint, I've gone back round all the blue again. And this looks really good. So I'll put the window plates back up now and they make it, I haven't put the top ones on up here because it's going to make it easier for us to do ceiling. Plus I might just get a whole, rip a board down, sand it all nicely and put it all the way along there because it's going to, you'll see what I mean when I get to it. But yeah, it makes such a difference already. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tidy up around the screw holes, get them filled, let that filler go off and then have a good tidy up in here so that when Emma gets back we can crack on with the ceiling. Yeah, with the ceiling. Do the ceiling. I know. It is actually looking more like a Lowestoft beach hut than a bedroom in a minute. But I like it. That's unique. I actually like the ceiling as well. It looks like the wallpaper's gone on really well. It looks like Artex. So I think we're going to be like one run short of the second roll though. That's the problem. But I think we might just get away with it. Then I've got to do a little bit more filling, a little bit more sanding over there and paint them and just try and go and get that. I need to go and get that plasterboard. Once I've got that, just wait for that. And then hopefully we can start the laminate flooring. I don't actually know if I've covered the whole ceiling or not because I'm going from like an off-white, which is actually called cornflower white, from the white of the paper, and with the artificial LED lights just shining my face. I'm just going to have to pick it up in the morning because I think tomorrow's supposed to be nice and bright again. And then I'll be able to see if I've missed any bits or not. And if I have, then I can rectify them before I get that bit of plasterboard to finish that, then do the reveal around that door, and then get some curtain poles up. Not put the curtains up though, because I want to get the laminate done. Then once the laminate's done and the curtains are done, get the bed in. So yeah, she'll pick it up in the morning and I can actually see what I'm doing. There's definitely a missed bit. It's a bit chilly out there, but it's nice and toasty and warm in here. But it is like -3. So last night, after finishing the ceiling in the artificial light, which I think I've done all right, it's covered well, I had a choice of either down in tools, have a shower, go and sit down, have some dinner. No. What we decided to do, John and I, was go to B&Q and get a sheet of plasterboard that I need to finish over there. And then we decided what else was there to do other than work till nearly midnight, laminating the floor. Look, it's done. The floor is done. I mean, it didn't go down because this is like laminate that's been put down and took up. It's not that old, but there was quite a few bad bits. So I'm going to have a fire at some point today. But now I'm all tooled up, ready to carry on. So I'm going to get that plasterboard up there, get the reveal finished up here, and then fill it all in, leave that, and I can start putting curtains and stuff up, and might even get a bed in here later. So yeah, it's really warm in here. It's actually really warm. There's only like 1 degree difference between the house and in here, which is a good thing, but not when you're working in it. No. Yep, that is it. No more plasterboard at all, which I'm glad about because it's messy and horrible. So I'm going to get cleared up in here, get it filled. Once this is filled and dried and sanded, there shouldn't be any more mess in here. And then I can put some curtains and stuff up. But yeah, it's done. It's a little bit like higgledy-piggledy, but I had to make do with what we had left. So yeah, it'll do. Get it filled. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting in my aviary, as you do, right next to the heat tube, because it's nice and warm. Right, so plasterboarding, no more. Filling, no more. So literally, once that filler's gone off, I can get it sanded off and then clear up, and then that's no more mess in there, no more mess at all. So I can start doing cleaner things, but I'm getting there. So I thought I'd take the time out to come in the aviary and talk about a couple of issues that I've got. Well, they're not issues as such, they're just like little concerns. First one is down here in the corner. There you go. So I've had 2 fledgling finches fledge over a week ago now, and they're making no attempt to. They just mill around on the floor. They're making no attempt to fly, and I have to keep putting them back in the box. It's cold at night, and keep an eye on them because obviously there's a lot of quails in here, and in all they're okay. But now and again you'll get one they're a little bit interested and give them a little peck, which I'm not keen on. So yeah, but they're still like, they're not trying to fly, so I don't know what's wrong. I've checked their wings, there don't seem to be anything wrong. They're feeding, they're making noise, mum and dad are feeding them, but they're just milling around the floor. So, yeah, that's concern number 1. Second concern was not really a concern, because I don't really know much about it, but in this nest box here, just in there, there is actually a hen zebra finch and a cock Bengalese finch paired up together. Now, I've researched what I can on it, and as far as I'm aware, they can breed together as such, but it's very rare, it doesn't really happen, and the possibility of the eggs being fertile are possibly not. I mean, it could be a male zebra finch that is actually the father, and he's just fostering in there, but then she would be with him, surely, because it's one of her own kind. It's kind of weird. I mean, I've said, I've researched it. If you can have a hybrid, but it's very, very, very rare. So if anyone has any ideas on this and knows more than me, like OC Ava, if you watch this video, if you know anything about like hybrid Bengalese and zebras, then let me know. So that's not really, I say it's not a concern as such, but it's just weird because it's now, I think it's been about 12 days that they've been sitting on the eggs in turn, and they seem to be a perfect loving couple. Everything else is absolutely fine in here. I do actually need to give it a proper clean out. It's been a bit cold overnight, so I've got the heat tube on, and I've got to put the guard back on it, and I've also got the quail's heat bulb in down there, which they love it. Sometimes you come in here and there's like 6 or 7 heads just sticking out the hole because they're nice and cosy. So what I'm going to do now is obviously wait for that to go off. What can I do? Curtain poles. Put some curtain poles up. Yeah, do them now. About it. I can't really do anything else until that filler's gone off, and then I can sand that wall. I probably could sand this one because this one's dry. I've done this one yesterday, so I'll probably sand that one, and by the time I've done that, that one should be done. And then once that's done, I can have a good clear up in here because that should be no more mess. Put 3 lots of curtain poles up. Can't put the 4th one up until that feature wallpaper's done. Then that pole can go up. Can't put the curtains up because obviously the dust, so they're going to stay in the packaging and wait. So yeah, once this is all cleared up and sanded and stuff, then there'll be no more mess other than maybe a bit of wallpaper paste that Emma might make when the paper arrives. Hopefully it arrives today or tomorrow. I don't think it's due till Monday, but it would be nice if it was here today or tomorrow. So get that done, get the bed in, maybe sleep in here. It's rather warm, it is. So I think, yeah, I'm just going to wait for that to go off, sand that. Going to go and do a bit of tidying up in the garden because it is a proper dump, and I'm almost falling up and down the garden just to try and get either from the house to the shed or to the shed to the house or back in this room. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, set preferences to all. Don't forget to like the video because that will tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and that will show you more of my crap. If you'd like to help out in any way, don't have to, no pressure, and thank you so much to all the people that have done. There are links in the description to become a Patreon or just buy me a one-off beer through PayPal. So I shall see you when the wallpaper's arrived, and then a bit more should be done. Bye!